Good morning everybody, it's Graham once again from Unearthed, and today we are showing the 3 different detecting hard shell, hard case, travel cases for detectors, or we want to call them carry-alls for detectors. Now a lot of people have been asking me about these new cases that we've got in, and I can understand that. We showed them on the Simplex video last week. I think a lot of people automatically thought they were built for the Simplex, but they're not. They're a case that's made for detectors in the UK, and we're hoping, fingers crossed, that we can show some of you guys the different styles, different colours and different detectors in there. And we do apologise for the bit of noise. We're up at the Unearthed warehouse at the moment, and there's a lot going on up here. We've got farmers coming and going, we've got sheep coming and going, we've got a lot of heavy duty machinery coming and going, so I do apologise for any background noise. It's nothing I can do about that at the moment. This one we've got on display at the moment is the extra large one, as you can see. Now the extra large one is different in so much as, obviously it's longer, it's the longest one that they do, so it's not going to fit everybody's style of travelling this, because not everybody's got a giant car. I'm lucky enough to get it in the back of my pickup so it can lie in there, but not everybody's going to be able to fit this in the back of their car, so you may want to look at the medium to large cases rather than the extra large. But I'm just going to show you, because some of the bigger, longer detectors fit in these quite nice. Now instead of having the 4 locks on it, the extra large has got 6. It's got one at the side, which I'm going to show you now. You just lift the clip up and pull it over and down. There's another one, folks, as you can see, and another, second to last one, and one round the side. Now while we're on this side, we can also see here 2 wheels. 2 wheels for easily transporting this case. You can use it on the wheels like a trolley, and you've got the handle here to drag it with, or if you wish, you can grab hold of it in the middle and carry it without using the wheels. So it's a very interesting case. Now this is in black, they also do them in grey. They're fully waterproof cases to IP67, they're dust proof, and they're also shatterproof or impact proof. So they're a very solid case, and a lot of you guys are buying your detectors for, I don't know, you know, quite a lot of money. The best thing you can do is, in my opinion, is protect your investment and use a decent case that's going to give it some protection. There's nothing worse than putting them in cloth bags, rolling around in boots of cars or back seats. A quick jolt on the brakes, everybody moves forward, the detectors move, anything could go wrong. And if you think about it, the cost of these, okay, you know, they're up towards 99 quid for the extra large ones, which sounds a lot of money. 85 notes for the large and slightly less again for the medium. But when you think of what Garrett are producing, a cloth bag, cloth hold all for their detectors, a camo one for 70 quid, I know which one I prefer, without being disrespectful to Garrett's cloth bag. So let's have a look inside. We've undone the clips, we just lift it nicely. As you can see, there's foam padding which goes at the top of there, and there you can see there's a detector inside, all snugly fit. Now this is obviously the Minelab Gold Monster. It's quite a long detector because the stems are fixed, you can't slide them up and down, they're not on like a shaft system, so I've had to unscrew my Gold Monster and stick it in there like that. What also is the beauty of this, he says, the padding, as you can see, you can actually take these little sections out and mould it around the detector for the shape of the detector to fit inside. So if you wanted to do that, you can. Very simplistic way of doing it, and there's plenty of room in there for other things as well. You could probably put your headphones in there if you wanted, another coil up here if you wanted. Happy days. So again, shutting it down, as you can see, very simplistic. Just make sure that's down, and I'm not going to do them all because it'll bore you to death, but as you can see in here, it's clipping down quite nice, and there we go. Obviously I've got to do the rest, I'll do that a little bit later on. So that's the extra large, folks. We'll come back in a split second and we'll show you the other sizes with other detectors in. Keep watching. Hello folks, back once again with the cases. You've just seen the extra large case with the Minelab gold monster snugly fit. Now this is a grey coloured large case, slightly smaller. You'll notice straight away, instead of it having 6 locks on it like the extra large did, this has got 4. So 1, clip it straight up, 2, a 3rd, and finally a 4th. Same again as well. This has got wheels on it so you can drag it around like a trolley. If you're going on holiday with your detector, or you're taking it abroad, or you're taking it on a rally, or you're taking it anywhere for travelling, perfect. You've got the handle at this side to pull it with, or you've got the middle handle to carry it with. So as we said again, this is waterproof, dustproof, impact proof, shock proof, whatever you want to call it. Really good for carrying your detectors around, folks. I mean, gone are the days that we should be using the cloth bags. We're as guilty as anybody, because we still from time to time use them cloth bags. But as you can see, these cases are the bee's knees. Now in here is my old Warhorse, the F75. And the reason why I've put this one in is just to give people an example. As you can see, again, sponge bottom. We haven't put padding on the top because we don't want to put too much pressure at the moment on the detector, but we can use padding on there. There's a separate pad that comes with it. You can use it, or you can take it off if you wish. While you've got your arm cup built and it's still screwed on, I would use just the padding on the bottom. It gives it enough protection. So there you go. It gives you an idea of what sort of detectors can fit in. So as you can see, I've got most things in there. You can probably fit the standard 11-inch DD coil up here without too much trouble, or there's a bit of room in this bottom end to fit your headphones in and another coil. It just gives people an idea what different detectors you can fit in. So just again, to close it, we're coming round, drop it down. To lock it, make sure it clips right down. Don't be in danger of what I did the first time I used mine. Instead of thinking that was it locked, instead of clipping it like that, I didn't do it and it opened up. So I made myself look a little bit of a fool. Not for the first time, I hear some of you saying. So there is the grey coloured large case. They also do it in black as well. These will be on the website pretty much after this video goes out. We've already got the large blacks on there. We just need the mediums and the extra larges to go on. 85 quid roughly for this. And again, if you think about what Garrett produced a cloth bag for 70 quid, is that extra 15 quid for a hard shell carry case worth it? I think so. But of course, we're going to be selling these. So any of you guys that want to criticise us for plugging these things, you've got to remember Unearthed is a shop. We have to sell metal detectors and equipment to survive, and I think when new products come along, we should be looking at them closely. If they're rubbish, we'll tell you they're rubbish. If they're good, we'll pretty much tell you they're good as well. So I rate these cases. I'm going to be using one myself. So we'll go and now have a look at some different ones. So we've seen the extra large, we've seen the large in grey. Let's see what else we can show. Keep watching. Back once again, folks. This is a large black, and again, just like the other one, 2 wheels on the bottom, one there, one here, middle carry handle for easy carrying, or you can even go one stage further and drag it on the wheels at the back and just have it as a trolley. 4 clips, again, still waterproof, still dustproof, impact proof. We can gently lift that up. As you can see, there's a foam pad on the top of there which slots in the top of the case to reveal this particular case is carrying the Nocta simplex machine, which is handy. As you can see, again, you could fit a smaller coil in there. You could probably stick some headphones in there as well. People could make it a damn sight neater than what I have, because obviously we've been using this machine. As you can see, it's still got grass stuck to the coil. So I do apologise for appearance, but that gives you an idea of how snug these detectors fit. Now, of course, you can see this padding here. The padding on the top, you can actually take segments out and mould it to the detector, which is quite clever. It's got tiny little squares in it, if we can see. As you can see, you can actually mould that to the shape of the detector. Or you could, if you wished, to put this sponge at the top on there and have this as the top sponge to protect it. Or again, you could take the top one out and just have the bottom one. It's just a nice way of protecting your detector. Now people are going to ask, does it slop around a little bit? There's going to be a little bit of movement in there, but it's plastic against plastic. It's got the foam padding. These things are pretty robust, they're pretty hard. It's going to take impact. Once these are locked down, there ain't going to be a great deal of movement in there, but you've just got to make sure you properly clip that down. That's imperative. Like I said, I didn't do it on the first time and I made a bit of a fool of myself lifting it up and it come up. It didn't come up and nothing fell out, but it could quite easily have done. So you've got to make sure them clips are watertight and clipped right down. And as you can see, if I wanted to carry that, there she is, she's coming with me now. And away we go. So there you go, folks, another one. Now, next up is the smallest one that they do. Well, the smallest ones that Unearthed do, which is the medium case. Now, this will probably attract quite a lot of people to it. Now, we're going to try the Nocta Simplex in there just to make sure it fits. We've not tried it yet, but this is my own particular case. So this is the one I use on my G2 Plus. So the one that you see in the videos, pulling all the goodies up from time to time. It's in there now, snug as a bug. Again, the medium is waterproof, dust proof, impact proof, 4 locks. Now the differences between these, different to the large and extra large, is these little buttons. You press that down and that's what releases it. Again, you press it down, all 4 of them. And lastly that one, 2 wheels on the bottom again. Even on the medium they put wheels on these. Middle section handle for easy transportation, and the one that you can use as a trolley. As you can see, they actually have one underneath that pulls out, which is really, really smart because you can use that as a proper trolley rather than the smaller handle. Slide that back up. Happy days. Let's have a little peek inside. And there you can see I've got the G2 Plus. It's not the cleanest of detectors, folks, because I use this each week, so you can see the coil is quite mud up, but it gives you an idea. We're detectorists, we're not out to, you know, have something spick and spam inside that's never ever been used. We do detect. So there you go. Headphones are in there, the stems are in there, the machine's in there nice and snug. Of course, the padding's there available. We could probably get away with putting padding on the top as well. I've left the padding off because I don't want to put too much pressure on the arm cup. The arm cups are quite wide on these G2 Plus machines. So I guess if you're going to put more padding, another layer of padding on there, which it comes with, you could maybe just unscrew your arm cup and just have it free. Entirely up to you guys, but there you go. Clips down. To lock it in place, you've got to push it down and clip. Lock it down, push the clip down or the button down, clip, and away we go. Now that's it done. So what we're going to see now is see what other machines we can get in the medium cases. Gives you an idea of what different metal detectors can fit in what. So there you go. Keep watching, folks. And back again with the medium, the smallest one that we do. And it does indeed, folks, as I'm unclipping it to show you people, it does indeed fit the Nocta Simplex in quite snug. So it does fit in machines into the medium quite easily. And of course, if you watch what I've done, I've took the coil off the stems, the lower stems above, the mid stems built into the detector still, and of course you've got the main body of the detector there. So personally, this is only my opinion, the medium and large would probably suit most detectors and detectorists. I think the extra large, some people are going to have trouble transporting it because it's such a large beast. But of course, some of you guys with pickups and bigger cars are going to be okay with it. But this medium and the large are going to pretty much suit just about everybody that's in the market for a decent carry-all hard case, travel case for the detector. So I hope that helps. Any questions, please ask away. And I know some of you guys are interested in this because we've had many emails and messages asking when they're going to be in stock. Pretty much the large are on the website now. We've just got to put the mediums on and the extra large on. Watch this space. Give me some feedback. Let me know what you think. Many thanks for watching. Bye for now.